Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and today is the in-depth tour of all three of my art stations that I have throughout the apartment. I'm going to go through each of the setups. Actually, we can start with this one right now. I'm going to turn the camera around so that you guys can see what it looks like while I'm sitting here. Actually, I'll do a shot from across the way so you can see what it looks like from across the way. And then we'll go through all the things as we sit here, and then we'll move over to the table, and then we'll move back into the actual office slash art studio. So let's get to it. Okay guys, this is what the space looks like from the other side of the table. My blanket, my sweater, the setup, and I bought this table specifically for working on and doing art things on while sitting at the couch and watching Le TV, which is over here. So, a little layout of the living room. My big light I usually have turned on when I'm doing a piece that I'm gonna put up on as a video. And then, yeah, so let's go ahead and walk over and have a little seat. And I will show you guys. I don't know if I can lift this up with one hand. Can I? I can. Woo! So this lifts up to there, and it's, there's a couple inches of space between the edge of the couch and the table, and it's like right level with pretty much everything that I have going on over here. We can start with the stuff that is on the right, since I tend to work right to left anyways. I have all my markers out here, my marker pens. These are my Prismacolor. Whoops. Come on, play nice. These are my Prismacolor colored pencils. These guys live out here because I have other colored pencils that I use for, you'll see those later. But this is all of my markers, my little collection of Copics, my Ecolines, paint markers, metallics are over here. And then these are Arctics. These are, Arctics markers. I got the grayscale, and then I got a Christmas collection. And then these are cool. I only have a few of them. But these are deco brush markers. They're a lot of fun to use. And then I have down here, these are my Arctics, my new Arctics metallic set of markers. Those are amazing. I love them. And then down here are my Tombos that I have. These are Tombos, and then this cap is the set. Nope, that's Tombow. This cap is the set, the King Art ones that came in one of Jazz's boxes that I got. And then I have more colored pencils. These are all the colored pencils that came in Art Box that are Derwent colored pencils. My favorites are these, what brand is this again? Holbein colored pencils. I wish I could afford a whole set of these. That would be amazing. They're beautiful to work with. My new multicolored gel pens to draw on black paper with. A bunch of other different colored pencils that I use pretty regularly just for fun. And then I have my masking fluid, some colored pencil medium, my Faber-Castell sharpener that I love. This is my favorite sharpener currently. Cup of like chapstick and eraser, pencils, some gel sticks that came in an art box. These are the sketch box ones, and I leave those there because my art or the King Art gel sticks live right here. The controllers for the TV. My water cup always is right here. And then I have various colored pencils. My Prismacolor white box of colored pencils that I bought sits there. These are finished bookmarks. They actually need to go someplace else, so I'll set those there. And then my Copics down there on the left. I don't know if you can see that because the light kind of sucks. Let's turn this guy on. There we go. And my Copics down there on the left in that little gold tray. Various liners and blending. These ones are blending pencils for colored pencils works that I do. And then this cup is just general pencils, graphite pencils in all the sizes, and then some paintbrushes that live out here. And then I have my Sennelier watercolor palette that lives out here permanently. This one and this little one, the mini one, live out here permanently to use so that they're just at hand, because I do have quite a few watercolor palettes. I'm currently working on this piece and I didn't want to move it, so it's going to be in the video. This is this coming week's watercolor Wednesday tutorial. This cup lives in the back room, but this one stays out here. This stays out here. It's just water in a squirt bottle. And then various cloths. And over here, always my light, of course, the light, which is a ring light, and it's fully adjustable, and it also has a clip for my phone for pieces that I'm gonna actually used it to hold my phone to record this. It actually worked out pretty well. Oh, over here I have my tripod, which I use for just talking head videos. My big umbrella light, which obviously is on right now. This is a mic stand that I got that I hooked my little tripod, my adjustable tripod onto, and this swings over so that I can also do a more distant drawing video if I need to, and I can change the way that I'm shooting with this one. This one I can too, but it doesn't get as far away because the arm is really short. But this one I have on a big stand. I'm going to put the table down. Hold on. It's harder to put down than it is to pick up. But I have this on a mic stand, which is weighted with my weights, so that it doesn't wiggle around, but I can adjust it to different heights if I need to. And then over here on the table lives a tray of mini papers, extra papers, watercolor paper, some sheets of that cool handmade paper, some pastel paper, a drawing pad of just regular drawing paper. I have these artist trading cards to work on, bookmarks that are pre-cut to doodle on. And then over here, these are pieces that I'm working on by a little bit of black watercolor paper that I have. I put watercolor on it and it's all weird now, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. These I decided to leave out here. These are my Mungio handmade pastels, and then I broke up my Prismacolor new pastels in half because they're really long sticks. So I broke them in half, and so I have a set out here and I have a set back there of all the colors. So those all live here. I use them pretty regularly. And then off to the side on the couch, and this gets moved if my boyfriend comes over, I shift it over onto the bookshelf, is one of my color cubes. And current stuff that I'm working, these are all the sketchbooks I'm working in this year, not counting the gouache one that's over there. So they stay here because this is the sketchbook drawing setup so that I can watch TV, currently He-Man and the Masters of the Universe on Netflix. And then up here is my current book that I'm reading, my Kindle, which I can move over here for now. But I'm starting the Witcher series. I love the show. I did not know the books existed in like novel form. So I have this one, and then over on the bookshelf over there in the red right there is book 2, and then I have 2 more new books underneath that. So super excited. I love books. This is going to be the book we work out of for our, what do we call it? It'll come to me. Hold on. My brain is farting. It's not coming to me. We're going to do a piece of art out of this. I'm going to take a cover and we're going to do a piece of art out of it. I got these cool, these are amazing. I got these cool 3 new magazines that we're going to play with. I'm so excited. They're beautiful. I didn't know they existed. We went to Barnes & Noble last weekend. We I ended up being in there for like 2.5 hours. So fun, super excited. And then up here is my Modern Flowers book that I'm going to finish up. I'm like halfway through. I've got the back half to do. And then I work out of this pretty regularly. This book is amazing. I bought it years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. So I play in that pretty regularly, and then this is a book that I need to read, which I showed you guys in my art haul. This book is beautiful. I want the rest of his books. I desperately want look at that cover. Isn't that beautiful? And I want all of his books. They're beautifully done. They just speak to me. They're gorgeous. So I need to read this, which is why it is out. I'm actually getting back into my reading. Let's stack these guys back up so they don't tip off there while I'm working later. Oh, and I got my new comic box, Berserker. Keanu Reeves is Berserker. I got the box. I'm so excited to put my set in. The set is here. I haven't read it yet. I'm waiting for the last book to come, and then I'm going to binge. And then I have Twig over here, which is fun. I have to read the rest of this one too. I only read the first book. And then there's some more comics here. And then my Alien ones are down here with Alien. And then the rest of them are in my cool Alien box in there. So that's all my comics. Now, moving over here. This is the gouache station. I have not sat here yet because I just set it up. So I have all my gouache out. I have my Arteza gouache out, which I bought when I first moved in here thinking, oh, gouache, yeah. And I didn't like it when I got it. I really like gouache now. And then I have my Maya big set of gouache paints under there. And then this is, I don't know what set this is. Whatever this brand is. I have a set of these, came in an art box. This is our acrylic gouache back here that came in an art box that I want to play with. And then my special tube of M-gram white gouache that I bought special. This is my gouache sketchbook, which you guys have seen in a flip video to work in. And then I moved my Holbein gouache out here so that I can use that as well. And a couple tools to get me rolling. And then over here is my one of my projects that I want to get into this year is clay, and I want to do these Jazzy Strikers miniatures really badly. And then this is to also remind me to do the clay pieces that I want to do, because there's all kinds of clay stuff in here that I got in the Jazza box that I have yet to play with. So that's out here so that I don't forget that I want to do that as well, and that will be in this workstation as I go back and forth. Yeah. And then for the big studio, we go back to the back room, and walking in, and this is all filmed on my phone because I'm not taking my big camera off of there to film a studio tour, mostly because I don't want to. My extra light, my extra umbrella light is here, and then I have 2 down there on the floor. Let's see if the light will kick in. No. Our 2 easels. They break all down. I have 2 of them in case I need them. My little mini couch. And then we'll start in this corner because it seems like the best place to start. this is going to be my finished art for the year's space. This tray right here, these are the finished arts done this year so far. And then this is Christmas ideas, and then this is tracings up here. And then down here are art prints that I have all ready to put up at the shop and set and ready to sell. And then my cork board for inspiration, current projects, whiteboard for inspiration, current projects, ideas. They're just cleaned for this year's new start. And then down below that are all the stickers that I currently have made to put up in the shop, which these are all going to be up in the shop end of February is the goal. There's quite a few. All my gnome stickers. And let's turn this light on, see if that helps with the lighting over here. There we go. And my bunny stickers, my hippo stickers, all my gnome stickers, some sea animal stickers that I have, turtles, seahorse, more gnome stickers back here, my bee, my hot air balloons, my girl sticker. I just love her so much. I just love how she turned out. I have her in 2 styles too. Very excited about her. And then back here is my little pumpkin mouse sticker. These are all going up in the shop by the end of February. Maybe not the Christmas ones though. All my bookmarks that I have made are going up in the shop as well. And then there's more back here. And then these are freebies because they're misprints. Then I'm going to put my sticker sheets up in the shop as well. I currently have these 2 made. I have many more in the works, as you can see. And the gnome sticker party sheets, my hot air balloons. Yeah, and then these are all my cards that I have made. We're not going to go through all of those because that's going to take a long time. Those will be in the shop at Christmas time. And then I have my gift tags that I made this year for the craft sale. Those will be up at the holiday season. 8x10 prints that are ready and need to be put up in the shop. They're all packaged like this because I had them ready for the craft sale. So I have 5x7s, 8x10s, and then 11x14s are down there. This is all finished artwork from 2018 all the way through to last year, which is right here and right here. Down there is more finished work to put up in the shop. This is all tiny original work that I'm going to put up in the shop for sale because I don't honestly know what to do with it all. Like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? So there's that, and then my CD, DVD thing to hook up to the computer, my scale for weighing shipments and orders, heat press thing, Cricut heat press thing. My sister gave me that. Extra charger, sponge, elastic, not sure why. My laminator, extra trays for craft sales to display my stickers, extra pencil cases and whatnot are in here, clips, and doohickeys to put shelves together. And then here are my Christmas ornaments. These will be up in the shop come the holidays. There's this one I love. And that one did really well. I sold out of it at the craft store, or at the craft sale, but I have my little mice. I have her so far for a design. And we'll go through all of these when we work on the project for all of these. And then I have extra wood for making more ornaments. And then in here are finished ornaments on white, which I couldn't find any more of the white, which is why I got the little wood ones, and I like these better. So this is the ornament making paraphernalia. glitter glue, more elastic, ribbon, hole punches, Mod Podge. These are some of my business cards. And then this is all my card making stock that I have right now. And that's all that's on this shelf. Hold on one sec. Okay, moving around the room. This is what it looks like from the corner that I just showed you. Doorway. My little couch. The 3 computers over there. Just before we get into the art stuff. This is my day job. These 2 screens and that laptop, mouse and keyboard. That's my day job setup. And then everything around it, all the rest of this is art room. My water jug and my cup so that I can monitor that I drink at least 2 of these a day. That is my goal for the day. And my sister got me this cup. I have a couple of my stickers on it. I'm leaving room for other stickers. I don't know what else I want to put on it yet. And my planner lives there. Down here, this pile is my brand new cutter, which I love. It works amazing, but I don't have a table for it to live on permanently, so it's down here. When I have my ideal studio space, that will be on a table. My drawing board, some expensive paper, another piece of paper down there. And here is I bought some poster board to keep this firm and separate some things. In here I have my large black and brown paper for pastel. I have my large big pack of white paper, white just drawing paper. It's huge. Got it on sale at the art store in town. And then few finished pieces, and then newsprint, a pad of newsprint. What else do I have in here? There's some more drawing paper down there that I have cut up and ready to use. It's B paper that came in a roll. It refuses to lay flat. It's a problem. Yeah, so that's all that's in there. And then over here is my big mat and my ruler. This is a quilting ruler for cutting my paper, which I usually just throw on the floor and cut. And I have in here I have a oh no I don't. Well, my rotary cutter's somewhere. Maybe we'll run across it. We'll start here at the big table. I have my mic stand that I got out so that I can use this for voiceover videos. I can pull it down and over while I'm sitting in my chair. And when I'm not using it, it just gets stood back up right there. My big ring light. And then I have my umbrella light sitting on the table right there so that when I'm videoing it, I have good light across the table. Ooh, my mic, stay. Back there, candle, wax warmer for, smell goods, my little teensy clock. And then my 2 speakers are there and there. And this is my camera setup. Let's start here. My mic sets up here so that it's out of the way. It's not too close to me, but it's not too far away. Sticky note to remember to focus the camera. And this always stays just like this. It's on a boom arm so I can move it around if I need to. Let's see what else. Back here are like inks and extra stuff, and in here is a watercolor palette that I never use, and extra watercolor stuff that I don't use right now. And then in here are clips and tacks and glue and tape and staples and officey stuff. Back there is my big USB thing. The reds are charging only and the blues are USB. And you can turn each one off and on if you need to and all that, but I don't use that feature at all. And then my laptop, which is on an arm, which is on a movable arm and tray. I don't usually move it around, but I can if I want to. It'll pull. I don't want to mess with it because everything's all tangled. It'll pull all the way forward, like out to about here, if I needed to. And then back here is my battery charger for my batteries for my camera. And back there is one of my external hard drives, my old one. And then this pink lady is my new one. Just got her. Oops. And then what else do I have back here? My pen for my Huion tablet, which lives right here, and is also my drawing tablet and my oh, my voice is getting all shaky, and my secondary screen. But I love this little Huion tablet. It is perfect for everything that I need it to be. Anything bigger than this would be too much for me at this point. Mostly because I don't have a station to set a digital drawing space up that's just a permanent digital drawing space. And then back here is USB ports and all the stuff to hook everything up. It's all very technical and I try not to pay too close attention to it. And then on the table, this is a video I just did. Things that live on the table. My paint cup, which has all my favorite paintbrushes in it. Colored pencil blender, which I put in this little glass jar with some cotton balls. This is a Lindsay the Frugal Crafter trick for not going through your colored pencil blending solution too quickly. Put it in a little sealable jar and you don't use too much. Bleed-proof white, some blending tools. My other color cube lives back here. Some more blending tools and a pot my daughter made me. Love this pot. It's one of my favorite things. My cup for sharpening my colored pen, for sharpening all my stuff with my two sharpeners that live in it. I don't remember where I got this. I've had it forever. This little pad here, my sister got me for Christmas. It's supposed to be like for teacups and stuff, but I used it for my watercolor cups. That's all that ever lives on it, are my cups of water, one of which is out in the other room right now. And then my water spritzer. I have 2 different kinds of salt in the salt bowl for effects in watercolor. A couple of pencils, mechanical pencils, a pen. This is where I rest my Kindle in when I'm using it for reference photos or my phone. A couple of erasers, tape is usually on here. My cork watercolor palette's on here because I need to do something about it. It's not, the current core watercolor palette setup is not working out for me in this little Danielle Smith watercolor palette. It's not working for me. And I haven't put these guys away. These are my Soho color chalk pastels. Because I just did this. I just took all these little papers off of these. And then just looking at the spread, I need to rearrange all the colors to please me in the way I work. Because the way they're arranged right now, I don't care for it. So that's that. Up we have my other stand, which this light, I moved this umbrella light from this stand, which I have not moved out of the way and put away yet, to this stand because I needed it to be closer to my work without being in the way. This was just a bit too far away. This is my card reader so that I can, this is my camera card. Currently working on editing some videos for you guys. My mouse pad. I'm going to go ahead and turn this light on so it lights up the corner of this room. Like so. Back here lives my wonderful Cricut that I love. My fixatives, my varnish, a bunch of different rulers and things for creating, my 2 most used tools, cutting mats, and here's more of that colorless blender in a bigger jar because I found the little jar after I put it in the big jar, and then some wood glue and some acrylic paints. And then on this big tiered tray, 3 tiers of ink. I have metallics, Liquitex inks, I have Bombay India inks, Winsor Newton inks. This I just got in an art box. It is the Graphics Aqua ink, which is a metallic. And then down here are Bombay India inks. These are all Bombay India inks. And then down here are the other kinds of inks that I have. Gum Arabic back here. Brown inks. Some watercolor inks. Yeah, just all kinds of inks. All the inks you could, it's a little dusty. You can tell I haven't used the inks in a while. They're on the agenda, you guys. My trays, my little ceramic trays. This little thing came with these. And I bought these separate. They came in like a 12 pack, and they're what I use to mix my inks in because I can clean them easily. The new Paul Rubens oil pastels, which are a review and pieces coming up. These are practice pieces that I did. Back here is a whole drawer full of like erasers and sharpeners and just extra stuff. Blades for my cutters. What is this? What is that? Oh, lead for my pencils. Things like that. Sharpies. Another bottle of the colored pencil blending solution. Some stamps. Whiteout, erasers, chapstick, a little knife for sharpening things. This is my scanning disc that I put in the printer that's over there for when I scan in artworks and things for you guys that I need to scan. This is the card that's all I use that for. My little duster, and then this is all of my Pitt pens and my liners in different sizes, 0, 5, 10. Brush, Faber-Castell. Yeah, so that's what that is. And then, let's see. Sitting at the table down here is my little footstool because I'm short and I need to keep my back, healthy. And so posture is everything. The box behind it is so that my stool doesn't slide because the little legs they'll slide on the carpet. And then my trash can for trash, and then this is for recyclable paper down here, the Jazza box. This is all my extra rags, and then my books that I have ideas in, and then instructions on how to do stickers and different things in Photoshop that I don't remember because I don't do Photoshop a lot. I mean, enough, but not a lot. That's where my keyboard lives. Ideally, I would have a pull-out tray down here. One day I might do that. I don't know. This table setup is not permanent, like forever. So I don't want to mount anything to that table. And I don't have to. This is my label printer and labels. My heat gun, which lives there. Ooh, sorry. A new drawing tray, a drawing table that tilts. This is my light box. He lives there. And then this whole station right here is a new setup. This is all of my mediums that I use. Up here are my, some of my business cards, which I put art on the back of. I ordered those through Moo. I love them. They're wonderful. My little bits of, what do you call these? Tabs for marking things. My little rounder. And, you guys can't see that. Sorry. My quarter rounder, which has 3 different sizes. It's handy. It's a handy little tool. All my washi tapes live in these acrylic drawers, which I love because it just looks pretty. And then down here is my other hole punch and glue. I leave my new handmade paper out so I don't forget I have it. I just made these round. Well, this one was a sketchbox palette. And then I made some different sizes of round paper to play with. And then down here, first shelf. Oh, back there is junk. Well, not junk. Ribbon, stones, pins. This is like for backdrop stuff for photos. And then this is my little my little sewing box. It has my cute little sewing scissors and, you know, sewing gear in it so that I know where all that is, and it lives in there. Oops. So I know where that's all that's for, and it lives up there. This stuff I need to find a home for. This is all a container full of stuff to use as backdrops for photos, for product photos, needles. Needles. I made this little needle thing. I made this one, and there's a little pink one that I made right here. Long time ago. I made these ages ago. And then a little cup full of nails and crazy stuff that lives over here. Tacks, my little jars of thumbtacks. A little pot. My rulers. I have 2 rulers that they're fabric. They're for fabric, for sewing, but they pull out. So I have 2 of those. And then my compasses, scissors, just paraphernalia. That's all that's up there. I don't use it often, so it's just where it lives. Ideally, I would have someplace else to put it, but I don't. All right, this shelf I have pastel. This is all my pastel blending stuff that I use. My pastel pencils, my pan pastel tools and wands, and all my pastels are down here. My other oil pastels are here, the Faber-Castell and Mungio. And then my Neocolor 2 crayons. And then my pan pastels. I have 2 trays. I guess I could pull it out and my 2 trays of pan pastels that I have. This tray and that tray. And then my Prismacolor new pastels, my big box of those. They all live down here until I'm going to use them, pull them out as needed. And my Mungio oil pastels. I guess I could pop this open. And there's other things in here too. These ones came in an art box, the Faber-Castell ones. They're my toes. And then this is all my Mungio oil pastels. We'll be using these a lot this year. There's a couple. This is Sennelier here, and then there's other odds and ends in here that I've collected in art boxes over the last couple of years. And then the Faber-Castell oil pastels came in the art box as well. They're really hard. I'm not a fan. I'll use them, but I'm not a big fan. So that's pastels. Over here are all my colored pencils. I stuck with the Castle Arts brand because I like them. I have the 72 set of regular colored pencils, and then I have the set of pastel tints, and I have the set of metallic pencils, which I love all of them. I also went ahead and got myself the 120 set of watercolor pencils. I left this out because I'm going to go through the books. I want to go through, I'm brand new to watercolor pencils. I want to go through the book and see what techniques and stuff I can learn. I'm probably going to go through the books and the colored pencil ones too, just for fun. Let's see, what else do I have? Where should we start? This is all watercolor right here. This section here. I have my 2 Kiritaki metallics. This is Starry Colors and Pearl Colors. I've had these for years. I use them regularly. I'm almost hit bottom on all of them. And then this is a palette that it's a video. There's a video up. I'm gonna pull this out for this one. I made this. It's all of the Jacquard. I got them in the Jazza box. The Jacquard metallic calligraphy set. And then there's 2 fine tech ones in here as well. Ooh. This is a video. I videoed making this palette up. If you guys are interested, it's on my palettes and swatches playlist. But that lives up here with the metallics. And then this top drawer, usually my M. Graham palette is in here too. This is my Sennelier palette. That's my M-gram list of colors down here, all the ones I have. And there's a Daniel Smith stick. The Bob Ross tin that I got that I want to make a little palette out of, that lives in here. This is a little Simply Mints tin that I thought was adorable. I kept that to make a palette out of. Second drawer is De La Rowney acrylic paints. I don't use acrylic paints. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Probably give them to somebody at some point. And then there's the Viviva watercolor. I should put this out in the living room. These and these. Yeah, maybe I'll do that, because I'm not going to use these otherwise. And there's this Autumn Chow. Also paint cards. They're paint cards with colors. Yeah, I'm going to put those out in the living room. Forgot I had them. This is my Derwent Graphitins palette. I love. Use it pretty regularly. And then this drawer is my extra tubes of core watercolors. I have the Earths and High Chroma set. And this is my palette of extra stuff. Open it up real quick. This is my palette of, I might change these out. I'm going to change these out. This has got De La Rowney and Daniel Smith paints in it that I didn't know where else to put because they're the only De La Rowney and Daniel Smith paints that I own. And then this is to put shavings from my Caran d'Ache crayons in, because you can create a little palette of the sharpenings and shavings from your crayons and use them because they're water soluble, so you can restart them. This is my palette for my Schminky Hordim Super Granulation Galaxy set that I have. Set that up here. Then I have, this is my, I should do another video of all my palettes. This is my new Mission Gold palette. This is my Holbein watercolor palette. These are actually beautiful paints, which I leave them out like this so that I grab them and use them pretty regularly. My Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolors. And then all my extra tubes of paint, my Mission Gold tubes of paint. This is all my extra tubes of paint that I currently own. They all live in there. Put all this stuff back. And that is this. I had my oil paint down there. That's my duster for dusting all the things that lives there. I have my oil paint basket down there, but I have projects lined up, which you'll see in a second. So this corner, if you're just coming around the room, is extra cups of brushes and knives and scissors and rulers. And there's my, that doesn't live there. There's my cutter. Pencils, tools for scratch art and, or, what do you call it? Clay and whatnot. There's a bunch of tools in there for clay. And there's my pens. I have all kinds of stuff, you guys. Anything you see that you need me to create a video for, let me know. I have a couple of bottles of Gamsol, and this had alcohol in it. And then there's Liquitex Flow Medium. Maybe I should put that with my acrylic paint. Nah, we'll just leave it here for now. I'm going to forget I have it. There I go, making a mess. As is my normal. Okay, moving on. Down in this shelf, this is all of my paper. This is all my paper. I have it sorted pretty much by use. This is all pastel. I have different colored papers and sizes, gray, multicolored Canson Me tints in 2 sizes, Canson, mixed media paper, these cards, Then I have regular drawing paper in black and mixed media paper in blue, pastel papers, Bristol, a pad of black drawing paper, another Canson mixed media rough that I just picked up before I went on my no spend. My other ones are out in the other room. This is another one of those sketchbooks that I haven't gotten to that I bought several years ago. Scratch board. If you guys want me to do scratch art, I can. I still have papers. My mini paper, my mini drawing things, a couple of extra sketch pads, more blue paper. This is the Strathmore Mixed Media Blue Toned. And then I have Legion Black watercolor paper, which I'm excited to use. Arteza, this paper is terrible. This is not good watercolor paper, but I figure I could use it for pastels. It's highly textured. Not a fan for watercolor. And then, different Legion watercolor paper, my Fluid 100 watercolor paper. This is fantastic paper. The Artist Loft mixed media paper at Michael's Craft Store. Fantastic paper. 2 big pads of watercolor paper that I don't really care for, Canson and Grumbacher. I will use them, but they're not my favorite. Then down here, next shelf, is like odds and ends, folders. This is my palettes, my my swatch folder for when I swatch things. Oops. Extra like clipboards, tracing paper, just backer boards for if I need to tape paper to something. My one last sheet of tracing paper, which is why I bought a roll of. It's cheaper to buy it by the roll, by the way. Just regular pads of paper in different sizes. And then canvases for oil painting, and these are just a few that I have collected over the years that I didn't know what to do with, but now I have water-soluble oil paint, so very excited. And then this is my bin of like odd papers. I have like cardstock paper in white, black, and white in different sizes. And then this is all like scrap watercolor paper and drawing paper that I can't throw away, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do with yet. And then here I have 2 pads of like Christmas paper, like pattern paper. My Daisy Ween, she should be up here, book. She said I don't forget to do her. And then my extra Kindle that I don't know what to do with because it doesn't work. And then down there is another clipboard and a bag because that's where it lives. I don't know why. And then moving back up is my wall art. This is just current stuff. It changes out as I create things that I love. Most recent, I need to set this over here where it belongs. This is my most recent tracing of the ice cream cone tutorial. And then this is my big printer. I love my big, put that over there. I love my big printer. It's the Epson ET 7750 Eco Tank. I love this printer. It's amazing. I use it every day. I use this printer for scanning or printing every day almost. So stickers, prints, scanning in. The scan bed's really nice. And it actually can scan thick objects if you need it to. The lid pops up. And I put my alien stickers on there because it's my printer and I can. And then down here, this lives on a tray that has drawers and wheels that roll. If I had, it wasn't carpeted here, it would roll. And this is where all my papers are. Online labels, sticker paper, and I labeled them all up here. This is more sticker paper, printer paper. This is like a bit of photo paper that I have left. My printer paper lives here. I'm out of like regular printer paper. Laminate, sheets and laminate like you stick the laminate paper in these little for my laminator. This is like a laminating folder. You put your stuff that you want to laminate in between, and it, I don't know, protects it from getting hurt, I guess. This drawer is just a bags from my shop that I don't really use. Uh-oh. Stuff in the bottom drawer getting in the way. We'll just pull that out for now. Down here is my box for my mic. Electric stapler that doesn't work great. A 2-hole punch. Another just regular desk stapler. The bottom of my tripod that's on the stand out there, the adjustable one with the little blue knobs. TV remote for the TV that's under my bed that doesn't work right. Just tchotchkes and stuff and whatnot. This could go in the closet. It doesn't really need to be in this drawer. Let's see if I can get this to, there we go, be flat so that this guy will fit back in where he belongs. Get in your space. Over here I have my bat. Explain that in a second. This is the brand of paper that I buy for all my art prints. I buy 5x7, 8x10, and 11x14, which is too big to fit in these drawers, so it lives over here with my Epson. 11x17 paper, which I also buy for other prints and whatnot. They're both really good papers. My big sticker paper, my glossy, my nice vinyl sticker paper lives over there because it doesn't fit in these drawers either. Yeah. I also have 11 by or 8.5 by 11 Epson and fine art paper because I meant to buy 8x10, but I bought 8.5 by 11 instead. I'll use it at some point. Yeah, just stickers and self-adhesive laminate down here. And then, just freebie stuff for the future. X little containers. My pencil sharpener that I need to mount somehow. And then down here is printer stuff. This is all my printer stuff. The box from my thing, my Fiskars blades so that I don't lose them. And then back there is my Blink camera box. I don't really use those, but I have them. You know, for monitoring your apartment. When I'm gone, I plug them in and turn them on if I leave the state. And my bat lives in here because I live alone and work alone, and 99.99% of the time I'm in this room by myself. So this dude lives back here with me in case I get scared. And I have spooked myself several times. I'm working away and suddenly there's a noise out in the other room and I'm like, oh no, where's my bat? This corner of the desk right here is all ideas for future videos. I'm not going to go through any of that, but these are all ideas for future videos. These are two of my pads that I have, my velour paper. This paper is weirdly amazing to work on. And then back here in this basket, which lives down there, generally, is my new Daily Rowney water mixable oil paint. And my Cobra paints live in here as well. They're all water mixable. And I put this guy in here as well. Because you can use the linseed oil with your water mixable oil paints. You can. So that's where that lives. And then I got out my, what is this called? It's a Masters Stay Wet Handy Palette. I set it up to use with my oil paints for the next project that's coming up. Very excited about this video. I love oil paints. They're amazing. Then once again, the workstation for the day job. Up here is my board of things I like. My son made me that. The Nostromo blueprint I think is so cool. Came in my book for Alien movies. I have 2 of them. I have the first 2 movies books out on my shelf out there. My Heather made this. This is my bag that I got from Fran Nerd's Nice Human shop, and it lives right here because I love it. Alien posters. There's those two there, and then that guy over there. I just think the artwork is amazing. I mean, to be able to make these creatures, look at that. That's fantastic. And then these guys, my son's handprints from when he was a little boy, and his little poem. His name's Michael. And then yeah, the creature. I just think this is so cool. And then this is, oh, I'm not gonna remember her name, Dina Norland. I signed up for her Patreon for a couple of months, and then she kind of fell off the map a little bit due to illness, and these are the only ones that I ever got. This is the thank you card from Miriam Tilson for the print that I bought from her that hangs in my living room that I love. I'll show you that in a minute. And then this is the other alien drawing that's super cool to me. I mean, it might gross other people out, but I love the alien movies. Anything sci-fi, really. Fanatic. Let's go down under the desk from, sorry if that made you dizzy, from here down to here. Underneath here is my extra cutter. This is my Fiskars cutter that I love. It works amazing. Recommend if you need a cutter, they work awesome. And then again, my matte vinyl sticker paper. This is the brand I buy. Let me spin it around. For inkjet printers. I get it on Amazon. It's really nice sticker paper, like amazing. And then I'm all out of this size of paper, my 11 by 14, so I need to buy that. My Cricut mats live under here. My chessboard, mostly because I don't have anyone to play chess with right now. And here are tissue papers. Tons and tons of tissue papers and there's some bags that I bought that I don't even know why I bought these bags, but I have them. And then tissue paper in blue and yellow. And then down here is my premium cardstock. Both brands are the Hammermill. I have the 80 pound, and I don't know what the other one is, 110 pound. I bought thinking I could make prints on them, or maybe my 4x6, what do you call it, postcards, but that didn't work out because my printer does not like printing on that paper. Let's see, what else do I have going on? That's pretty much it. My gum and my mints live under there. My tape dispenser lives here because usually this is the surface that I'm taking stickers and stuff off of. This is my surface that I do extra stuff on after work hours. And here is like my rotary cutter, which is for fabric, but I use it for paper all the time. And then these I use to take stickers off of the sticker things. I have wire. I have, some Allen wrenches, clips. There's all kinds of stuff. This is my trash bowl. It's for yarn, but I keep all this stuff in it because I don't crochet anymore. I used to make blankets and stuff and whatnot. And here's extra wires and things that I might need for all the stuff, all the electrical stuff. Sorry about the lights. That's over there. Oops. And here are just office things, sticky notes and tabs. And down here are all the candles for this is for a teapot. You put your candle in here and you light it and you put your teapot on top and it keeps your tea warm. Or coffee if you do that. This guy lives here. I got debris on him last time I used him. And then next to my water. And then this is where my planner lives so that I use my planner every day. I'm going to put something over the top. But this is my nice planner that I got for this year. I love it. I love it. And I'm actively using it, which is fantastic. And my cushion for my bottom is down there. And then this is the office chair with my favorite sweater hanging on the back. and my favorite blanket, which lives in the chair at all times. And that, you guys, is the studio tour. That's the space. Let me turn the camera around. There we go. Okay, now my hair's all in my face. That's the space. That's the art studio space behind me. It's a fantastic room. I love the setup. It took a while to get the setup right and to be happy with it and how it works and the workflow. Because I'm all about workflow, you guys. If the workflow isn't gonna be productive, then you're not gonna do the work, right? And then my workflow out here is amazing. I'm getting so much more done this year than I have, it just in this month, January, than I have in the 2 years that I've lived here. So it's dark out. You can see the reflection of my plant lights. Should probably go over there and turn those off. Close the curtains. But I am doing more work actively this month than I've done in the couple of years that I've been doing this YouTube adventure. Yeah, so I Hi guys, I don't know what happened to that last little bit of clip that I had for you guys, but in closing, as I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself, with the new setup and the house set up the way that I want it for me and my purposes, I'm creating more now than I have in the last 2.5, 3 years that I'm going on year 4 now. I'm in year 4 living in this apartment. So the last 3 years that I've been creating and doing the YouTube and trying to figure out how to work Patreon into all of it. I think I have it down now. I think I have it set. And I've been more productive just in this 1 month than I feel more productive than I have been in previous years. So I'm really happy with how things are set up. And you guys can let me know what you think of my house and my setup and all my craziness in comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. This is a pretty long one. If you stuck around through the whole thing, thank you so much. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos, and I am starting up with daily sketch with me videos in Patreon and a monthly Patreon tutorial in a medium. Generally probably will be watercolor, but I will switch it up regularly and use other mediums as well. And there'll be a monthly postcard and a monthly sticker and a monthly vlog and filler videos throughout the month as I feel like you guys need more information if you want it. But yeah, so I think that's all I had to say. I feel like I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna stop and bye.